Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Wakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders that rule well. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word in sincerity and in truth. I just want to come with a quick sit down. Going into Sirach, the second chapter, a lot of times, when a brother is down and out, we like to, read this scripture. But the scriptures actually go into, different ways in which, we could take this hell cheerfully. So I wanted to read Sirach, the second chapter, and I also wanted to go into, ways for us to take, this hell that we're going through cheerfully. Okay, so this is Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahshua, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. And that's powerful right there, man. It says when you come to serve the Lord, you have to prepare your soul for temptation. There's going to be certain things, that's going to be presented to you in the flesh, and it's going to feel good to the flesh. Whether it be alcohol, women, or even, rank within the camp. That could be a stumbling block too, brother, man. Whatever your vice is, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to ultimately put Satan, in front of you to tempt you, but you have to understand that you're going to be tempted in this thing. So that's first step right there. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end. Whatsoever is brought unto thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. That's right. So, how you take these things cheerfully. When you're going through different scenarios in your life, man. Well, the first step, of course, is to be patient. You see, and also before that, you want to pray to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You always want to pray. So let's get that in James, the first chapter, because it talks about this. Okay, James 1:2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations. So count it joy when you fall into different temptations. That's what it's saying. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and endure, and it's like an entire wanting nothing. So, when you pray or when you're going through things, you may have to be patient. You have to let the Most High work, and that takes you calming yourself down. A lot of times when you're going through these things, you get worked up and you want the Most High to move. You're angry, you're frustrated, but you have to just calm down and let Him work. Give yourself time to rest. That's a huge part of success, is resting. A lot of times you could get consumed with going hard. You have to remember, hey, you have to, relax too. Give your mind, your body relaxation. And the biggest, muscle that we're using in this thing is the brain, the mind, So it's very important that brothers out there are giving themselves time to rest, going to a park, working out, having some me time. You might not get that, being in whatever situation that you're in. You might be in a one bedroom with your wife and with your kids, or just one bedroom with your wife, or you could be by yourself, but you're constantly bombarded with work. So it's very important, that you are being patient, and also that you're relaxing, man. You see, let's go back to it. Verse 4. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, or the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, not wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. This is right. So, if you lack wisdom about a certain matter, you need answers, or you're praying to be liberated from a certain lust, which you might need wisdom in order to do so. You have to, when you pray, not only you have to have patience, but you have to believe that Yahweh by Shem Yahushua is gonna rescue you, man. A lot of people have been swallowed up because of unbelief. You have to believe that the Most High is, and He's gonna take care of you. You see, it's very important. You see. Now from here, let's go to Proverbs, the 3rd chapter. One of my favorite scriptures. One of my favorite scriptures. Now this is Proverbs 3:5. Trust in Yahweh by Shem Yahshua with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. That's right. So when you're going through things, trust in what these scriptures say. You see, that's how you trust in Yahweh by Shem Yahshua. You see, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths. That's right. So acknowledge the will of the Heavenly Father, and He will direct you. You'll be on His path. That He wants. You see? That's according to the scriptures. Verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes, fear Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, and depart from evil. So don't do things your way. You see? Trust in the method. Like the brother Yadaka likes to say that here in GMS Dallas. Trust in the method of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Trust that He has you. You see? A lot of times brothers want to do their own thing when it comes to the brotherhood. A brother might act a certain way or offend you. Well, that doesn't mean that you have to be, you have to throw the scriptures at the door. You know what I'm saying? And act like a fool. Act like according to the world. No, there's a certain way in which we're supposed to be conducting ourselves. You see? And even though it's hard, you still have to stick to the script. You see what I'm saying? Let's see here. Verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones. That's right, man. So believing in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua is going to be advantageous to you, man. It's going to be healthy to you, to your understanding or your being. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times brothers believe in the Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, but they believe in Him in a dark sense. You see, you have to believe that Yahweh by Shem Yahushua got your best interest in mind, man. And He ain't just bring you through these things just to kill you or beat you up. You see, this truth of ours requires us to have a very positive attitude, man. Brothers have to understand that. We are prisoners of hope here. In order to have hope in something, man, you have to be optimistic. You see? In order for you to be optimistic, man, you're going to have to live your life and not live it in fear of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, but live it in, reverence, and to respect for Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. You see, that's what that word fear in Yahweh by in Proverbs 1 and 7. That's what that word going to Uriah. You see, He didn't give us that fear of being a coward. You see, but we do respect that Yahweh by Shem Yahushua will jack us up if we don't do what He tell us to do, and He is particular. You see, that's why we respect Him. You see what I'm saying? But I don't want to ramble too much. I want to grab this one and Ecclesiastes, the 9th chapter, and I start at 1. Ecclesiastes 9:1. For all this I consider in my heart, even to declare all this, that the righteous and the wise and their works are in the hand of the Most High. And no man knoweth neither love or hatred by all that is before before them. So the Most High predestinates everything. All things come alike to all. That is one event to the righteous and to the wicked, to the good and to the clean, and to the unclean, to him that sacrificeth, and to him that sacrificeth not. As it is the good, so is the sinner. And he that sweareth, as he that feareth an oath. So bad things happen to the righteous and to the unrighteous, man. That's what it's going into. You see? Why is it saying this? You see, you have to ask yourself. Well, it's going into the fact that, man, you have to live your life, man. You see? Now, fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Respect. Love Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Serve Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. You see? That's the duty of man. You see? We was given this understanding. But the Most High put you here to live your life. You see? Now, I'm not telling you to go off and, you know what I'm saying, throw down the truth and, you know, go marry your wife and just, you know, not worry about the brotherhood anymore. Of course not. What I'm going into, brothers, is finding your peace. You see? This is what I'm going into. You know? And of course, serving Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. You see? Verse 3. This is an evil among all things that are done under the sun, that there is one event unto all. Yea, also the heart of the sons of man is full of evil, and madness is in their heart while they live, and after that they go to the dead. For to him that is joined to all the living there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. That's right, man. A living dog is better than a dead lion. Well, you know, right now we're in a very low state, you know, but you know what? While we're in this state, we need to be going hard for Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. He put us on this planet to do so. You see? Our understanding has been lifted. We understand why we're in this situation. You see? Why crumble up and die? While we're going through these things, we ought to take it cheerfully because the Most High predestinated it. You see what I'm saying? And it's not easy. But hey, it's not supposed to be easy, right? Captivity is not easy. You know, so, hey. Verse 4. For to him that is joined to all the living, there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. For the living know that they shall die, but the dead know not anything, neither have they any more a reward, for the memorial of them is forgotten. That's right. Most High created our souls to live on this earth. You see, this is why our souls were created. You see, to play out things on the earth. Not to be, you know, as an angel, you know, constantly praising Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, you know what I'm saying, or not, you know, filling off the flesh of man. No, our souls were created for a particular purpose, to have dominion on the earth. You see? And you know, this is what this truth is about. This truth is about life. It's not about death. We're doing these things. We're out here on the highways and byways, you know what I'm saying, preaching the word of the Heavenly Father because we want life to flourish on the earth. We want the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua to flourish on the earth. We're not saying these things because we just have indignation towards the Edomites. You see, brothers have to widen their horizon. Yeah, okay, it's good that you mad. Okay, how are you going to channel that anger? That's the question that each man has to answer. You see? Let's get verse 6. Ecclesiastes 9 and 6. Excuse me. Also, the love and their hatred and their envy is now perished. Neither have they any more a portion forever in anything that is done under the sun. Go thy way. Eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart, for the Most High now accepted thy works. Let thy garments be always white, and let thy head lack no ointment. That's right, man. Don't be beating yourself up. You know, another thing too, man, just because you're going through things, everybody doesn't have to know that you're going through something, man. Everybody's going through something. You'd be surprised, man. A lot of people out there are suffering, man, in the truth and not saying anything. So when you come around the brother with lowest me spirit, man, you know, that's really a slap in the face to a lot of brothers, because you don't know what brothers are enduring. You're looking from the outside. You're looking from the outside in. You see, your younger brothers, hey man, you know, it's time for you to toughen up, man. You got to toughen up, because things are going to get a lot worse for you as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Because as you progress in this truth, more demons are going to come. Life is going to happen. You get older, life gets difficult, man. That's just the way it is. You see what I'm saying? But you might as well trust in Yahweh by Shem Yahshua in his way. You see? Verse 7, go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink the wine with a merry heart. For the Most High hath now accepted thy works. Let thy garments be always white, and let thy head lack no ointment. Live joyfully with thy wife, whom thou lovest, all the days of the life of thy vanity, which he hath given thee under the sun, all the days of thy vanity. For this is thy portion in this life, and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun. You got a woman chill. That's what a woman is for. And if she make you so frustrated, leave her. You know, Jake, you know, don't feel like you got to be super duper righteous in front of us and you know, go to your home, go to your bayath and act like Hulk Hogan. No, man. You know, brothers just be, you know, getting on camera and venting about these women because they're probably going through stuff individually, man. And also, it's just a good topic to warn brothers about, because a lot of brothers done fell behind women. But man, look. If you got a woman, chill, man. She ain't did shit, relax. And if you can't take the fact that she been with another man and all that other madness, you know, leave her. You ain't unjust for doing that, man. But, you know, don't make a doctrine out of that. There's bigger things to talk about than these women. And if you got women, hey, maybe you need to factor in, hey, maybe Most High gave you her. You see? Instead of moaning, you know, complaining all the damn time. You know, what are we getting into here, man? Look, you gotta relax. Brothers got out there, we gotta relax, man. You see? Let's see here. Verse 10, this is my last one. Slack if I'm rambling. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with all thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, not wisdom in the grave whither thou goest. Whatever's in your hand, you might as well go hard, especially in this truth. You have to go hard for Yahweh by Shem Yahshua, man. You see what I'm saying? You have to have him in mind. I'm speaking to myself. This is why we are here. We're here to serve one another. You know? That's the underlying reason why we're here, brothers. To serve Yahweh by Shem Yahshua. You know? Now, within you serving Yahweh by Shem Yahshua, you live your life. Because that's what he ordained you to do here. To live your life. You see? So there is a balance. You see what I'm saying? A part of taking this thing cheerfully, brothers, is relaxing when you're going through things, man. Having a good head on your shoulder, man. Not blowing up and going crazy. But trusting in the method of Yahweh by Shem Yahshua. Trusting in the will of Yahweh by Shem Yahshua, man. You see? Relax. Believe that he got you. Shalom.